go. He did it again. But did you expect any different? I didn't. I think if Red Bull was smart, which that is aiming high to expect that. If Red Bull was smart, when Jeddah comes around, don't go. Don't go. Call in sick. Call the doctors. Get a sick note. Don't turn up. Do not turn up to Jeddah. Because the evidence that we're all witnessing, it's clear to see. Mercedes car is far superior to Red Bull's. And Christian Horner's going to come out and say Mercedes are rocking a special wing. They got some flappy wing. There's something wrong with the car. He's going to come out in the media. He's going to stand there, think he's hard. I remember back in the day when he first come into the F1 scene, he had some big gap teeth. Now he's had his teeth fixed. He thinks he's hard. So, take my advice, Red Bull. If you're watching this video, if any of you geeks are watching this video, Red Bull fans, Red Bull support, whatever, man. If you're watching this video, don't turn up. Don't turn up to Jeddah because you're going to get embarrassed. And the evidence of what we're seeing right now, Red Bull, when they go to Jeddah, they are going to get embarrassed. Talking of embarrassment, let's get into the FIA. The FIA stewards, fucking joke. I cannot believe that Max Verstappen did not get a penalty. He knew what he was doing. The video footage went missing. How can the video footage go missing? How can the onboard footage that you should always have go missing? You had Lewis Hamilton's onboard footage. You had Perez's onboard footage. You had Vettel's onboard footage. You had everybody's onboard footage except for Max Verstappen. But you didn't even need the footage. You could see it from the back. You could see it from the aeroplane view. You could see it from the TV pod. You could see that Max Verstappen forced Lewis Hamilton off the track. Now, they finally found the footage. It finally popped up somewhere. They found it on some thumb drive, whatever. And when you saw the footage, you could see then that Max Verstappen knew exactly what he was doing. Lewis Hamilton was in front of Max Verstappen, and Max Verstappen walked him off the track. Walked him off the track. And did Max Verstappen get a penalty? No. No. Now, I'm reading on this article, and it says, this is from the briefing room. Hamilton confirms drivers were told in yesterday's briefing not to expect Max Verstappen's Brazil move to go unpunished in the future. So basically, if Charles Leclerc comes out and does the same move to say on Lando Norris, you're going to get a fucking penalty. If Alonso comes out and does that move, I say on Max Verstappen, you're getting a fucking penalty. If Vettel comes out and does that move on Mazepin, you're getting a fucking penalty. Very simple. But Max Verstappen doesn't get a penalty. So really, the FIA and the stewards are contradicting themselves like they've done all season. How much is Red Bull paying them geeks over in the stewards and the FIA? What is it? What is it? You don't want Lewis Hamilton to win the title? Why don't you just come out and fucking say it? Very simple. Just come out and say, I'll give you more respect if you just come out and said, I don't want Lewis Hamilton to win the title. Because you have been so biased against Lewis Hamilton is unreal. Against him. Not for him. I don't want bias for him. I want an even playing field. I want to see two drivers, mano a mano, no politics involved. But because of the FIA and the stewards, they have brought politics into this. Christian Horner coming out thinks he's hard. I don't lick no one's ass. Okay. Perez. I don't know what he done today. Finishing 11th place. Perez. That constructors title which was slipping away. Let's face it. The last race, the constructors were slowly slipping away from Red Bull. Mercedes had 11 points on them. They got the straight line speed, but it was slowly slipping away. Today, that constructors has gone right out the fucking window. So what's happened is, you've got a little ball with Red Bull's constructors' chances in it. It's been squashed together along with Perez's contract for next year, gone right out the fucking window. Because there's no way that Red Bull are going to win the constructors now. It's gone right out the window. Perez knows it because you saw when he was getting interviewed by Sky Sports. He just looked completely defeated. He knows the constructors is gone. Max Verstappen probably doesn't know because he's that inept. He doesn't know what's going on. But Perez knows the constructors is gone. So you got Lewis Hamilton, fastest lap. Bottas is probably in the best position. He's in third place. That's where Max Verstappen wanted. Lewis Hamilton said he wanted... No, not Lewis Hamilton. Christian Horner said he would have preferred Max to be in third place. Max said it as well. Because he was probably thinking he could do that thing what he done in Mexico when he was in third place and he took Lewis and Bottas in the first corner because he got the double toe. And he thinks he's going to do it here, but he didn't get it. He got second. Probably the worst place to get at this track at Qatar. Probably the worst place. He's on the dirty side of the track as well. And it's not like he's just behind Lewis. He's half a second behind Lewis Hamilton. Half a second. Now, with Lewis Hamilton's straight line speed and his superior skill, what's he going to do? He ain't going to do shit. Because I wouldn't be surprised when they do lights out of the way we go. I'm predicting that Bottas is going to be jumping on Max Verstappen like fly and shit. He's going to be latching to Max Verstappen down that first turn, getting that big toe. The same big toe that Max Verstappen got at him, got on Bottas at Mexico. The same toe. He's going to pass him. If Bottas passes him, he's going to probably think to himself, I got you back for Mexico. And that's what Bottas is going to try and do tomorrow. Most likely he'll succeed. You get a few people online, they're going to say, nah, Bottas ain't going to pass Max. No way. He ain't Lewis. Nah, why not? Bottas is free to race now. Obviously, if he gets in front, he's going to move over for Lewis Hamilton. That's just team order because he knows he's not going to win the world title. All drivers do that. All drivers. Before you start jumping on the bandwagon and say, oh, you're moving over for Lewis. They've done the same with McLaren at Monza. They told Lando Norris to stay behind Ricciardo. Done the same thing. They do it at Ferrari all the time. They've done it with Carlos Sainz. And they've done it with Leclerc at Brazil. So it's normal. So don't jump on the bandwagon and start saying, oh, yeah. Oh, I always doing it for Lewis. They do it for everybody. That's Formula 1. It's always been like that. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton coming out today, confident. He weren't running that good in practice 1 and 2, but he never really does. He had I heard there was rumours that he had a stomachache, and he had a stomachache, so he's like taking it easy. He was there at Qatar last night with the engineers till midnight. Some geek come out and said, "Oh, look at Lewis. Lewis is getting fooled. He's doing his stupid. He's there till 12 o'clock. He needs to sleep." I said, shut the fuck up. It's called dedication. Dedication. He knows he's got the car under him. You know what Lewis Hamilton's like? He's a precisionist. He's like Alonso. Precision. Pinpoint precision. And he wants to make sure he covers all angles. And by the looks of it, the favourite for this world title is now Mercedes. All the experts are saying it. Even Paul di Resta can't defend this one. Paul di Resta cannot defend this one. He knows it's done. Christian Horner getting interviewed by Sky. He said, our pace is the same now. Don't worry about it. Yeah, right. Your pace is the same. So why did you finish half a second behind Mercedes? Half a second. That time, half a second, that's due between first and fifth place, not first and second. So how is your pace the same? Did you watch the qualifying, you fucking geek? Your speedy fob, and what you're going to do, you're going to go and complain to the stewards, you're going to protest Christian Horner. You come out yesterday and you said, you know what, he shouldn't be settled in the stewards room, he should be settled on the track. Really? You've been in the stewards room more times that I've had fucking shits. The amount of times that you've been in that stewards room is unreal. I'm surprised you ain't got a fucking bed in there with your fucking name on it. Christian Horner, this is where I fucking sleep. The amount of times that you've been in that stewards room, I just can't believe it. And you had the bottle to come out and go, oh yeah, you shouldn't be settled in the stewards room, you should be settled on the track. You fucking geek. I'm hard. I'm Christian Horner. I'm hard. I'm coming to Formula 1 with my big gap teeth. I got my teeth done now. I'm hard. He thinks he can stand there. He stands there, right? He doesn't make you laugh. He stands there like he's hard. He stands there like just before the race. He tenses his chest. Not zero chest. And he stands there and he thinks he's hard. I think it's intimidating. If I saw Christian Horner in real life, I think I'd laugh at him. Fucking geek. You're not James Bond. You're not a James Bond body. A baddie. You can have all the Aston Martin tattooed over your car you want. You're not James Bond. Let it go. You're not James Bond. He thinks he's hard. He's got Jerry Halliway on his arm. Oh, I've bagged the Spice Girl. Who cares? Who cares? You bagged the Spice Girl. So you're still gonna lose the championship. So. That was it, man. But for me, it stood out for me. The best, my favourite, the best driver today for qualifying. I don't care what anybody says. It's this man. Simple. Alonso. Look where he came. 5th place. Alonso. This guy came into Formula 1, having 2 years off. Maybe longer actually because he had the pandemic. So we got delayed a bit. About 2.5 years he had off. Everybody said he was finished except me. Listen, I weren't the only one. There was a few people online and a few people, whatever, the ones I know. Yeah, were saying, nah, he still got it. But the majority of the F1 geeks, this stupid ass generation, these arse slickers, these are the ones that want to have contracts with EA. They want to have contracts with Cole Master. They want to act geeks like they do on the stream. You see them on the stream, act like geeks with a fake laugh, just to try and impress people. They can't be themselves because they know if they were themselves, they wouldn't get over. So they've got to act. But eventually, people are gonna see through the act. They'll see through it. You only can be fake for so much. See, with me, no fake. If I don't like something, I'll tell you. I'm not gonna jump through hoops. I break the hoops. If you do not like my opinion, this is not the channel for you. If you want hardcore facts, come to this channel. I'm approaching 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers. 4 years ago, I started this channel. I went through hard times. I remember I had 84 subscribers in the first year. I couldn't bud from 84 subscribers. It was stuck there, literally stuck. I had to contact YouTube and say, hey, YouTube, I'm still on 84 subscribers. What's going on? Did he get back to me? Of course not. But I still stuck it out. I kept doing my videos, grinding on my Twitch channel, grinding on my YouTube channel, grinding. Now 4 years later, I'm about to approach 1,000 subscribers. And thanks to all you guys that watch my channel, and thanks for the lovely comments, for the loyal comments that I get in my comment section. I feel ya, I see ya, and I always give you the love every time. But back to the racing. Alonso. Everybody thought he was finished. Not me. He's back, and is the potential for Alonso to get on the podium tomorrow. Do not write off Alonso to get on the podium tomorrow. Alright, he ain't got the raw speed, he hasn't got the car underneath him, but strategy-wise and setup-wise, he has. He has. And I'm telling you now, right? I'm telling you right now, do not write him off. Do not write off Gasly either. He's another contender. I know at the end of practice 3 today, blew out his car. I think his front wing come up and damaged his front wheel, and all his tyre went shredded up. Brought on debris on the track, and they brought out the yellow flags. But do not write off Gasly either. My perfect podium tomorrow would be Lewis Hamilton, Bottas, and Alonso. I would love to see that podium tomorrow. That would be the dream podium for me. And it could happen. Because like I said, when tomorrow comes again, Hamilton's got half a second on Max Verstappen. Lewis Hamilton could come out tomorrow and have a medium start. And he probably still could stay in front. Because he's half a second in front of Max Verstappen. Bottas is going to be salivating. He's going to be salivating, looking at Max Verstappen in the back of his car, thinking, yeah, you told me in Mexico, motherfucker. I'm going to tell you here. That's what Bottas is thinking. That's why he had a sneaky grin at the end when Coulthard was interviewing him. So, look, you're in the best position. You're in third place. You could probably get a toe off Max Verstappen. He had a sneaky grin on his face because you knew that's what he's thinking. Max knows as well. So, Max don't need to worry about Lewis in front. He needs to worry about Bottas behind him. Which one does he worry about? Does he worry about Lewis and thinking, oh, I'm going to try and get Lewis, which is going to be very hard for him anyway? Or should I try and defend Bottas? He's in two minds. He might switch halfway through and that might mess him up. Could happen. You know the pressure. You know he's feeling the pressure. It wasn't the same old confident Max Verstappen at the end when he was getting interviewed by David Coulthard. I didn't see the old smiley Max then. Because reality's kicking in. And when Jeddah comes, if you do turn up, like I said, you shouldn't turn up. That's called a sickie. Because when you do get to Jeddah and you get embarrassed in Jeddah, then that little light's going to go off in your head. You're going to think, fuck, not again. You're going to wake up. And then you're going to think, it's happening again. But you shouldn't have said that, Max. Your mistake was, your two mistakes what you've done this season. The two mistakes. One, you shouldn't have done that what you done in Monza. I don't care about the fucking geeks online. They can send me all the gift cash all they want. They can send me gift cash. They can send me side photos. They can send me front photos. They can send me back photos. You're never going to change my mind. He knew exactly what he was doing at Monza. He knew exactly what he's doing. He knew that if Lewis Hamilton got in front, he would have won that race. So what did he do? Parked his car on his fucking head. And then what did he do? He didn't stop to see that Lewis was all right. He looked at him and just said, yeah, whatever. Walked off. Ignorant motherfucker. That's when I turned on him. I didn't like him before, but that just confirmed it. And another thing where you made the mistake is big mouth. You was all cool up to then. Every week they was asking you questions. They was saying, Max Verstappen, listen. Do you think you're going to win the title? Oh, there's a long way to go. There's a long way to go. They used to ask you everywhere you went, everywhere your interviews. You think you got a chance to win the title? You think this is it? You think this is your year? And you goes, no. It's not over yet. Still a long way to go. And then you got interviewed by Martin Brundle at the USA Grand Prix. And he said, they will start talking about numbers on the car, about the champions in the past. When they become number one, they usually have the number one on the car. Senna had it, Schumacher had it, a couple of them had it. Hamilton never had it because he kept the 44, because that's his number. He could have had number one, but he didn't want it. And Max Verstappen said, you know what? Sitting there with Martin Brundle, all arrogant, with his stupid grin on his face. And he's sitting there, he's thinking, if I become world champion, I'm going to put the number one in the car. That's what he said. That's where you made the mistake. That's where you slipped. That's where you thought, you know what? You thought you had it in the bag. Now look, ever since then, all downhill. That was after the USA Grand Prix. All downhill. All downhill. Now look, you might be winning the championship. You got a little slender lead in front of Lewis Hamilton. That ain't gonna last. That ain't gonna last. That's gonna come right down after tomorrow. Lewis wins this and Bottas comes second. That's it. Game on. It's game on now. Been game on since the last Grand Prix, since Brazil. But you know you're gonna start seeing that lead get narrower and narrower and narrower, just like your brain. Narrow and small. That's what you, and then you're gonna realise then it's happening again. What are you gonna do? You're gonna try and bash into Lewis Hamilton's car. You're gonna try and swipe him off the track, and hopefully, maybe again, that's what you're thinking, that the stewards are gonna back you up. You're gonna start swearing. You're gonna start ranting and raving, like you should do with Ocon when you wanted to challenge him for a fight at fucking Brazil. You stupid fucking geek. What are you gonna do? You're gonna run to your dad. Your dad can't help you. Your dad ain't gonna help you. What's your dad gonna do? What's your dad gonna do? What's your dad gonna do? Gonna give you a drink of beer? Tell you to calm down, son, or give you a whooping? What's he gonna do? He ain't gonna help you. There's no way your dad can help you. Christian Horner ain't gonna help you. He's got his own problems. Christian Horner can't help you. He'd be going down the shop with a hair dye, looking for just for men for some more grey hair, to get rid of that grey hair in his hair. No one's gonna help you. Then you're gonna realise you're on your own and you've lost. And let that be a lesson to you. My opinion, Lewis Hamilton, as long as he doesn't hit him, Lewis Hamilton should win this world title. I'm gonna come out and say now. Jeddah, that's got Mercedes written all over it. And if he wins this tomorrow, especially if you get a 1 or 2 Mercedes here and a 1 or 2 Mercedes in Jeddah, you can kiss that title goodbye. Then you will learn to respect the GOAT. Very simple. And that's it, man. That was a review. Won't have been a review, I'll just talk about the facts. So if you watch the qualifying, you know how it went. Hamilton was showing his fastest speed in Q2. Q1 not so much. And Q2 we started to light up the tyres. He got through Q2. Alonso was still one of the fastest in Q2. And that was it, man. At the end it was Hamilton, Verstappen, and Bottas, Gasly and Alonso. Top 5. But Red Bull made a mistake today. With Perez. Perez is out. He's going to be 11th. There goes the constructors, like I told you. The constructors is over. So you got these 3 there. And then you got Max Verstappen on Lewis Hamilton's pole bag. Very simple. Where he's been all season. And then you got the results. There's the results of the Qatar qualifying. And that's it, man. That's it. That's me gone. This is the end of the review, or the end of my opinion. This is this circuit's amazing. I've got to admit, out of all the new tracks, this is one of my favourites. Out of all the new tracks that are being built now, this is one of my favourites. Jeddah is a track where obviously it's just straight. This is straight line speed as well. They've got a few bends, but it is a power circuit. Jeddah is just basically like a drag race. And it came out on F1 2021 the game, because I streamed that on my Twitch channel. It came on F1 2021 game and I was playing it. It was alright to play, but I got bored after a while because it's just all straights. I like tracks with more like twisty bits and high speed corners, not the slow speed corner, the high speed corner, like the bends, a bit like Silverstone and Maggots and Beckett, stuff like that. This is a good circuit. Out of all the new ones, this is one of my favourites. It's an amazing circuit, and it's a shame it's not going to be on the calendar next year, but it might come back. Jeddah is going to be amazing to watch. Like I said, it's going to be a drag race. And that's the end of it, man. That's the end of the review, man. If you want to follow me on Twitch, all my links are going to be in the description below. All my links are going to be in the description below. Thank you very much, guys, for the subscribes. Picked up a few subscribers this week. Nearly on 1,000, nearly away, nearly there. Let's try and get it to 1,000 this weekend if we can. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'll continue to make my videos. I'll continue to do this because I love it. And that's it. This is all up here once on that. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, guys. Lewis, go fucking get him. Bye.